So hello, welcome in this another video. This video is about variable length subnetting, which is also known as VLSM. So si VLSM, unlike kay basic subnetting na para-pareho yung subnet or para-pareho yung ina-allocate natin na dami ng network ng iba't ibang subnet, si VLSM kasi, so nag-allocate sa basic subnetting kasi marami nasasayang na IP address kapag example, meron tayong multiple networks dito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we have 6 networks. So, sa basic subnetting, i-allocate mo sila na pare-pareho lang sila ng subnet. So, dahil siya ay 500, i-allocate mo to into 500 network. Pero, on the variable length mask, ina-allocate lang natin yung isang specific subnet sa tamang dami ng IP address na pwede niyang hawakan. And also, ang isang network ay merong iba't ibang components. So, we have the first host. Then, we have, so ang first host, ito yung pinakaunang host na pwedeng gamitin sa isang network. Ito yung IP address na pwede, dito nagsisimula yung range ng network na pwede mong gamitin. So, tanggalan ko na lang ng space. And the last host, ito yung pinakadulong IP address na pwedeng gamitin dun sa ganung specific network. At yung broadcast address ay ito naman yung ginagamit to broadcast across the network para makipag-usap yung another end device into another end device or network devices. So itong gagamitin kong method ay yung mas mabilis na method compared dun sa method na ANDing kung tawagin. So, let me put this one. At syempre, nandyan din pala ang network address, ng isang specific subnet. So, itong number dito, we will use this on the later process ng subnetting. So, when we are using or when we are calculating the specific network address, first host, last host, and broadcast address, meron din tayong set of different host. So, ito yung mga dami ng host na kailangan dun sa ganung specific na network. So, meron tayong 10. So, merong network na kailangan ng 10 IP address, 18 IP address, 500, 100. So, gawin ko itong 1,000. So, 1,000 and 2 hosts. So, yung 2 hosts, madalas ginagamit ito dun sa serial connection sa mga wide area network. Pero, the first thing you need to do is to sort the number of hosts. So, mula sa malaki, papunta sa pinakamaliit. So, ang gagawin natin, we will rewrite this one. We will rewrite this part. Isosort natin siya. So, let me put my numbers. So, syempre, ang pinakamalaki is 1,000. Then, 500. 18, 10, 2, 2. So, with that, we have successfully sort yung ating number of host, sinort natin mula sa malaki, papunta sa pinakamaliit. With that, pwede tayong mag-start ng, wait lang. So, tabi na natin tong part na to. Tabi na natin yan. So, with that, we can start on calculating the network address, first host, last host ng per subnet. So, first will be 1,000, So, nakailan tayo ng 1,000 na IP address sa ganitong network. Kaya ako ginamit tong to the power of 2 kasi binary yung ginagamit natin sa ating IP address. So, meron tayong 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 8, 16, and so on. So, kung mapapansin niyo, pinakamalapit na number is the 1024. So, yung 1024 natin, hindi naman saktong 1024 yung pwede natin gamitin IP address dyan. Dahil laging, automatically, lagi yung naka-minus 2. Kaya ang pwede natin i-allocate is 1,000 22. So, bakit 1022 lang? Kasi, yung dalawang IP address is used for network address. So, ang network address ay hindi natin pwedeng gamitin pang assign sa mga end device and network device at yung broadcast address. So, hindi sila pwedeng gamitin. Ang pwede lang natin gamitin is yung nasa range ng first host at ng last host. So, kapag 1,000 na ang ating 1,000 mahigit or 256 mahigit yung kakailanganing host, ang ginagawa lang natin is to divide 256 divided by the number of hosts needed, which is yung 1024. So, 256 divide 1024 is 4. So, let me add this one. So, 256 divide 1024 is equals to 4. So, ibig sabihin yan, 4 na beses na mag-overflow ito, 4 na beses itong magpa-plus ng value, pero magsisimula tayo sa 0. Kaya, magiging result nyan ay 192. Pero, on the first glance, yung network address muna, so, sa simula ng computation ng PLSM or basic subnetting, yung original network address ang ginagamit natin. Napapalitan lang siya ng subnet mask. So, 192.168.0.0/ yung subnet mask, makukuha natin by subtracting 10 minus 32. So, bakit 32? Kasi 32 bits ito, ito ay 8. Ito yung bits for 8, 16, 24, at 32. Kaya minus 32 yan. So, if we will subtract 10, so dahil ito ay 2 to the 10, to the 10th power, at 10 minus 32 is 22. So, ito ang ating magiging network address. So, papaliitin ko lang. For the 1,000. Then, on this first host, sa ating first host, ito naman ay magiging 192.168.0.1. So, we always add 1 So, we add 1. Plus 1 lang lagi doon sa kaduluhang bits ng ating IP address. Tapos, yung last host, paano natin makukuha? So, syempre, dahil 4 na beses siya mag-overflow, ito kasi ay kapag 255 na to, for example, ang susunod ng IP address niyan ay 1.0 na. Or 1.1. So, 1.1. So, ito ang ating first host ay 0.1. So, dahil 4 na beses na mag-overflow yung kabilang octet, so ito ay magiging 192.168. At magsisimula tayo sa pagbilang ng 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. So, 0, 1, 2, 3. Ito ay magiging 3. Dot 254. Kasi we add, so, bakit naging 254? So, kasi ganito yan. So, kasi on the first overflow is 255, 255, 255. Then, so, kaya 3 beses siya nag-overflow, ay 4 na beses. Then, the next one will be 254. Kasi 1022 lang yung pwede nating i-allocate, So, kaya siya naging 254. Then, after mo makuha yung last host, kung nakuha mo na yung last host, pwede mo nang, ang last host, ang broadcast address, it is plus 1 lang ng last host. Kaya ito ay 192.168.3.255. So, with that, we have successfully compute dun sa part ng 1,000 hosts. So, the next network na kailangan natin compute is for the 500 host. So for the 500 host, ang pinakamalapit is yung 2 raised to 9. So ang mangyayari para makuha natin is we will just add 1 dito sa ating broadcast address. So dahil ito ay mag-overflow, magiging 0 to, kasi ito ay magiging 4. So mag-add lang ako ng so ito ay magiging 192.168.4.0 kasi nag-add tayo ng 1 from here. So medyo liitan ko lang. Yan. So tapos yung ating subnet mask pala is 32 minus 9, which is 23. Ay, sorry, 23. Then, our first host ay magpa-plus 1 lang tayo dito sa dulo. Or, 0 plus 1 is 1, syempre. 192.168. 192.168. 4.1. Then, yung pagkuha naman natin ng last host ay magpa-plus tayo ng 511. So, pag nag-plus kasi tayo yan, so 255. So, divided by 255 pala yung kanina, sorry. Ano? So, 255, mag-overflow siya ng 2 beses. So, let's demo paano nag-overflow yun. So, syempre, the first overflow is 255. Then, yung ating isa ay 25. 4, kasi we allocate the number, the 2 IP address nga sa ating network address tsaka sa broadcast address. Kaya, ang mangyayari, si 4 ay mapapalitan siya. So, 192.168. So, dahil nag-overflow, to 255, kasi 255 yung pinakasagad na number sa ating IP address per octet. So, this will be 5.254. So, nag-overflow. Nung nag-overflow, nag-255, kaya nadagdagan ng 1 yung nasa other octet natin na IP address. Then, we just put the 254 there, ano. Then, ating broadcast address is plus 1 lang, 168.5.255. So, with that, we have successfully compute yung ating para sa 500 host network. So, tabi ko na lang to. Then, the next one, we will move into the 18 host. So, yung 18 host na to, hanap ulit tayo ng pinakamalapit. So, si 16 is hindi pwede, although medyo malapit siya. Ang pinakamalapit is the 32. So, the 32 is the closest. So, syempre, hindi naman 32 yan kasi 30 lang yung usable dyan. Ano? Kasi 32 minus 2. So, we have the network address at broadcast address na minus natin equals to 30. So, 30 lang yung allocated. Yung pwedeng allocate, kaya, pero pasok pa din naman siya dun sa ating requirements na 18 host. So, with that, we'll just, para makuha yung network address ng 18, we will just plus 1. So, kapag nag-plus 1 kasi tayo dito, so, na-explain ko naman na mag-overflow siya or mag-overflow siya. Kaya madadagdagan si 5 ng 1. So, 192.168. That's 6. So, 5 plus 1 is 6. Then, 0. So, kapag nag-overflow na to, it will be automatically become 0. Tapos ito mag-a-add ng 1. Yan ang ating subnet mask. Paano makuha? Hanapin mo lang kung pang ilang power si 32, which is 5. So, 32 minus 5 is 27. 27. Then, for our first host, ay magpa-plus 1 lang tayo ulit sa dulo. So, 0 plus 1. So, 192.168.6. So, sorry. Bali ako ng format. 6.1. Then, sa pagkuha naman ng ating last host, ito medyo madali na to dahil maliit na yung ating i-add. So, 6.0 or 0. So, dito sa pinakadulo nating octet, magpa-plus tayo ng 30. So, we'll do 192.168 6.30. So, with that, we have successfully compute yung ating first host at last host. Then, yung ating broadcast address naman ay plus 1 lang ng ating last host. So, 192.168.6.31. So, we have successfully compute yung para sa 18 host na network. Then, we will move on to the 10. So, anong pinakamalapit sa 10? This will be 16. So, mag-plus 1 ulit tayo. So, 31 plus 1 is 32. So, 192.168.6.32 slash. So, ang ating subnet mask ay 32 minus 4 dahil to the 4th power, so 16. So, this will be 28. Then, ang ating first host ay 192.168.6 plus 1. 32 plus 1 is 33. Then, yung sunod natin ay para makuha ang last host, so this will be just 14 lang kasi sabi ko nga meron lagi minus 2 so 16 minus 2 is equals to 14. So 14 yung allocated for the networks na IP address. Kaya 14 plus 32 ang gagawin natin 32 plus 14. So 32 plus 14 is 192.168.6. 14 plus 32, 46. So, ayun. So, we have successfully get the last host, Mapapansin ninyo, 6.33 hanggang 6.46, 14 IP address yung pwedeng i-assign doon, Then, for the broadcast address, plus lang, 192.168.6. 46 plus 1 is 47. And with that, we have successfully compute for the 10th host na IP address. Then, yung 2 naman, 2 hosts, ibig sabihin dalawang IP address lang yung ang requirements ay 2 IP address yung dapat ma-allocate ng ganung network. Ang pinakamalapit is 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. So, ito ay actually hindi 4 yung pwedeng allocate. 4 minus 2 is equals 2, which is sasakto sa ating kailangan dito sa 2 hosts. So, let's proceed. So, we will just add from the previous broadcast address. So, 192.168.6. So, this will be 47 plus 1 is 48. Then, paano kuhanan ng ating subnet mask? We will just subtract 2. So, kasi 2 to the power of 2 is 4 nga. So, 32 minus 2 is 30. Then, madali na ang pag-complete ng first host dahil ito ay plus 1 lang. 168.6.49. Tapos, dahil siya ay 2 host lang, magpa-plus 1 ka na lang pa-plus 1 ka na lang sa ating first host. 192.168.6.50. Then, plus 1 lang ulit for the broadcast address. 68.6.51. At kung mapapansin nyo, sila ay pareho ng number of hosts. So, kaya pareho na lang yung process na gagawin natin from the previous network. So, to get the network address ng sunod na 2 hosts, ganoon lang din, 192.168 plus 1 lang ulit tayo, 6.52. Dahil siya ay same number of hosts, pareho lang naman sila ng subnet mask, kaya /30. Then, plus 1 lang ulit dahil 2 hosts na lang to. 6.53. Then, our last host ay 192.168. So, dahil ito ay parehong network na lang din or parehong dami ng host, same na lang yung concept, ano. So, kaya siya ay pareho ng subnet mask. Then, plus 1 lang ulit dahil 2 hosts lang naman ang kailangan sa network. So, 6.53. Then, plus 1 lang ulit sa ating last host. 6.54 at another plus 1 for the broadcast address, which is 6.55. So, with that, we have successfully compute our IP address na nakakailangan natin based on the requirements natin, which is a network with 1,000 hosts, a network with 500 hosts, a network with 18 hosts, a network with 10 hosts, and two network that needed 2 hosts. So, ganun lang yung shortcut na pwede nyong gawin when it comes to subnetting, ano. So mas okay tong ganitong technique kasi mas mabilis siya compared dun sa ANDing na ikino-convert mo pa yung per bits ng IP address sa binary. So, ganun lang kadali mag-compute ng subnet mask ng IP address using BLSM with the concept of just adding and dividing by 256 and so ayun lang.